The big evil wolf wiped the grime of the outside of the window and suddenly realized that all the employees inside were plump, delicious sheep. A devious plan immediately formed in his mind. First, he disguised himself as a domesticated dog and used a fake resume to apply for a job at the company. His boss, also a dog, noticed that the wolf was of the same species. He was hired on the spot without a second thought. On his first day, many sheep trembled in fear at the sight of the big wolf. Thanks, he hid the tools he needed for his plan in a drawer. Suddenly a co-worker brought over a stack of documents to process. However, instead of meticulously inspecting them for any signs of weakness, the big evil wolf immediately began devising an elaborate, cunning, ingenious plan to stealthily capture the unsuspecting sheep asleep upstairs. The big evil wolf tossed his plan onto the floor and headed to the company's break room. A sheep served him canned dog food so his true identity wouldn't be discovered. The big evil wolf swallowed a spoonful with disgust, but to his surprise, he liked the taste of the dog food. Before long he had finished a big bowl. Since that day he developed a passionate love for dog food, and his original scheme to capture the sheep merely evolved into another equally determined plan to capture the sheep. He even started inquiring about their individual roles, office responsibilities, and daily tasks in earnest. He could even manage to operate the computer by navigating its complex interface and mastering its sophisticated programs, even though initially he didn't know how to turn it on or engage its primary functions. Thanks. One day, the big evil wolf finally became a permanent employee. As a token of appreciation to his co-workers, he used his first paycheck to treat them to a pestacle party. That day he worked non-stop from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Hungry, he opened a drawer only to find that he had eaten all his dog food. The big bad wolf panicked. All his co-workers were sheep. He rushed into the break room and opened the cabinet where the canned dog food was stored. Yet to his disappointment, the cabinet was empty. In desperation, he opened every other cabinet. Thank you for watching. At that moment, a nearby sheep was reading a food magazine. The steak pictures made the already hungry big bad wolf even more tempted. Suddenly he caught the scent of lamb meat. Thank you. Seeing that tempting backside, the big bad wolf, afraid of losing control, dashed out of the break room, nearly colliding with a little lamb on its way to deliver lunch. Thank you for your patience and understanding. The big bad wolf decided to casually enter the elevator, descend to the ground floor, and then buy his hearty luncheon. However, just as the elevator doors were about to close, a large flock of sheep squeezed in. When the doors opened again, it had become a horrifying scene. And so the big bad wolf lost his position as guard dog at the old manor and therefore had no option but to return to the forest. But as he wiped away the dirt from the dusty window on the next floor, he noticed an office that was entirely lined with red fur, and a cunning new evil plan began slowly to form ominously in his darkening mind.